Why? Having fun in the snow? I know New York City, the kids didn't get school off. Aw. I was thinking about that because I had the Weather Channel on all night. I kind of fell asleep to it finally. After a marathon of watching nothing but murder shows. I'm addicted to those crime murder shows. I don't care which ones they are. The one where they send detectives out to solve a murder, or just the old one, cold case files, forensic files. I can't get enough of that crap. And then on MSNBC, it was nothing but like pedophiles. All day yesterday was Pedophile Sunday.
Pedophiles. MSNBC, my boy said, MSNBC is the fear channel for men.
Oh, yeah, scared straight channel.
Just man fear on there. Getting caught trying to pop a 13-year-old.
Or prison shows.
In the Iowa State Penitentiary.
Yeah.
Oh,
here in the Iowa State Penitentiary. And then it's just I've never seen one prison show. Every time they put one on, I go, I think I've seen this one. Because there's no distinction between Iowa Penitentiary one and Alabama's
and Alaska.
Penitentiary. No, it's the same show.
There's the same lack of care in every prison.
Yeah, they're sending the CERT team in after this guy and spraying his face and beating him silly. Here's some tattooed gentleman.
Do you ever get bummed out when you watch, like, I'm not, I get a little, not that I would ever commit a severe crime, but like, I get bummed out when I watch CSI and stuff, and I just realize you cannot commit crime anymore. It's over. It's over. It makes me sad a little bit.
I think of the guy that's been sitting in his house, going to work for 20, 30 years, and then, hello, it's the police department. And it's like, what? I was 30. Think of your life 30 years ago, and then try to imagine, like, what you did just hanging out one night, and then thinking, like, paying consequences for that now.
Well, are they getting DNA off a cup or something?
Yeah.
BTK could have, if he wasn't an ass.
Yeah. Oh, he'd
still be
chilling
out.
Same as Bundy. Bundy got caught because he got greedy.
And the Green River Killer.
I didn't know how he got caught.
But all those guys, that's their whole MO.
Henry Lee Lucas and Otis, too. They all are asses.
That's their whole MO, though. They enjoy not only the crime, committing the murder and stuff. They enjoy that publicity. They enjoy seeing their name in the paper. Or
BTK wasn't killing again, though, was he?
Was he?
No.
He wasn't killing again.
No. He had to open his yap, though.
Yeah, he was just fool. 20 years later. He's a fool. BTK sent a letter on the computer, and they found him on the computer disk. They found a computer and who was on it at the time where he was sending it from the church. But before, he was sending those things like he would cut a K out of
one of those
out of Ebony magazine.
The hack notes.
Those days are over.
He would ut a U. And he would put together a whole "I murdered her" with two the damn tweezers and a hot knife, and just cut and make sure no fingerprints was on.
Now they're just like, we've found out what scissors were used to cut the magazine, and we've narrowed it down to one store where we checked the surveillance camera video and found.
Those were the good old days where you could slice up a Vibe magazine and make a ransom note out of it.
No one getting away with that.
What happened in the days of John Doe, where he could just go back and forth to the supermarket and make a fat man eat until the stomach burst? And I could just write in my little diary all day long. I was sitting there, I was looking at some jerk in the train. He tried to talk to me. I threw up on my lap. I could have a library full of my crimes.
Right.
I could have a man, I'm paying a man's rent. I could cut off his hand, and I could spell "help me" in the back of a picture.
You'll never be able to do that.
That's from the movie Seven.
Those are the good old days.
Literal Jim.
You'll never again be able to nail some lady's feet to your kitchen floor and then just conduct business for a week.
The good old days when you can cut a slice of fat from a lawyer and not get caught. But there's a lot of unsolved crimes running around,
you know what? But one of those shows, the Cold Case Files, they show like this one pain-in-the-ass cop has to look at a box on one board. He's bored one day, and he's like, Yeah, the old Johnson file. Let me pull this off of this top dusty shelf. And he opens it up and they find some hair in this. He goes, send this for DNA.
And nowadays they don't want to. People don't even want you to think that you can possibly get away with something.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you who got away with the crime: the Zodiac killer. I watched the movie. They're implying that this is the guy, but they never found the guy.
Is he alive still? The guy they think it was?
No, the guy they think it was. They're saying he's dead, but it ain't the guy.
Yeah, there were a couple of those big serial killers that just kind of disappeared. Or
Zodiac just...
guy and you're like, probably not really the guy.
Zodiac worked it at, like, Joker proportions. I mean, he was just toying with the authority. I mean, if you believe that what happened in the movie really happened with Robert Downey Jr. But, I mean, it was...
random.
It's incredible, man.
Just be
incredible.
Random killing without the whole... Like, if I'm not dumb enough to just go kill black women... Because that's the profile.
It's got to be random.
It's just random anything.
You think you could get away with, if you would, like, so inclined, you think you could get away with serial killing?
Absolutely. No one would think... See, they would be expecting me to kick a door in and rape a family.
Yeah.
If I just strangled a little old Chinese lady in Chinatown who was collecting cans, who would know? With some gloves on? No one would know.
You get a hair on you with DNA now. It's
a Chinese girl's hair. I'll just say I was on a train.
Yeah, you get one of her
dead Chinese girl's hair.
You'd end up with a dumpling and a spare rib in your.
No, I wouldn't get caught. Just random.
You got to be random where there's, I guess, not much physical contact, far away from where you reside. Or, in various places.
First of all, can I say this? Yeah. I watch a lot of these shows like we all do. I have a record, so it would be weird. But if you didn't have a record, you can do anything.
Yeah, no fingerprints.
They would have to catch you and suspect you before they would test you for anything.
That's true.
So you can have anything. You can the Green River Killer. His sperm was everywhere. On trees, it was just trees. It was just protoplasm everywhere.
Yeah.
But so what? They have
unless
some
you have
dude's
something to compare it to.
Yeah, exactly. You have to have a criminal to go with all this semen.
How did anybody get caught on fingerprints before computers? Cops would just sit there with a magnifying glass and look at a book?
Yep.
How did you ever get caught? Oh, yeah, this one has a ridge like that one in the book. How?
I don't know.
I don't get it.
That is amazing.
You were dumb.
Computers, you just had to go through file cabinets full of fingerprints.
It was just like the big photo album books. And
I guess they would be like, if there was a robbery, you check the MO, you check a bunch of things to probably try to narrow down as many people as you could, and then just take the people that fit the MO and then check their fingerprints. You wouldn't check you wouldn't check a rapist for burglary.
Yeah, you have a nice
something like that.
You have a rape binder.
Right, you have your rape fingerprints.
These are.
and also when you look at profiles, you take the DC snipers.
Yeah.
Okay, we all thought.
Oh, have white guy written all over it.
Was, and he was a genius.
Big Marine.
They thought this guy built his own helicopters.
Right.
And they didn't know it was just a lazy Negro and a Buick Century.
Buddy.
And ultimately they got caught because snitches. A lot of people look.
How'd they get caught?
A snitch. A dude, a old girlfriend of him. New boyfriend, I think, snitched on him. He was snitched on. They got snitched. It was
John Muhammad's old girlfriend, new boyfriend, knew he was doing it?
Yes. No, said this guy could be the guy.
He probably told her, one of these days.
Yeah,
go around
she was like, that's John.
Yeah.
She snitched on him. And the explosive guy, the bomber,
Unabomber,
his family, his brother snitched on him, and that's the thing. A lot of people get tips, but I tell you, like I always said, there's few people I'm loyal to, like to that level. I think, my mother. I think my mother could blow up a bus with children, and I wouldn't.
You wouldn't.
I wouldn't. If I knew she did it, I'd go, oh boy, mums. You know,
what'd you do?
Moms, you can't be blowing up buses with children. But I would try to distance myself a little bit from her.
Yeah.
So I didn't know. So if they did catch her, I go, But could you be the guy that you're the one that sends your mother to jail for the rest? She's going to go to court. She's going to be sent to some lady prison for the rest of her life. Yeah. And I couldn't do it. And so, but a lot of these dudes, they snitch on.
Then how would you feel if she blew up another bus and then you're
I'd be nervous then, but I don't think my mother could do anything.
Yeah.
For me to snitch.
I've actually left drugs in my mother's desk and called the FBI.
I'm not sure.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if I could go, my mother has been blowing up the children's buses.
Yeah, that's something when you get somebody like, it's usually these estranged people anyway, kind of like Kaczynski and his brother weren't, at Thanksgiving dinner every year together.
He recognized his writing.
Yeah.
They put out the manifesto in hopes that somebody would recognize the writing, and it worked.
Yeah, that's how they got him.
I would always turn somebody in just out of the fear that if I didn't, they would say that I was an accessory or something, or that I was covering.
Yeah, aren't you always scared of that? It's like, yeah, you got to tell.
Yeah, I would absolutely turn somebody. I don't care.
I was petrified one day because these two guys I knew had one of these low-end stock race cars that they used to take out to Jersey and race at the strip out there. And they knew some guy who had a better car. So they stole his car, took the good parts off of it, and then burnt it in the woods. And I knew that this was going to happen because one of the guys told me.
You knew it?
Okay. Said I wasn't involved, but I knew it was happening. They told me, we're going to steal this guy's car and just take the parts. I go, what are you crazy? What are you going to do with the car? I'm going to take it into the woods, just dump gas on it and burn it. I was like, you guys, I go, I want no part of this. I go, I'm not even happy you told me. So I'm sitting there watching TV.
You saw it.
And I hear sirens in the background. And I was like, because I knew when they were going, where they were dumping it and everything. And I just hear the sirens from the fire department. And I'm like, oh, my God, I know about this.
But what if, didn't you feel like, what if they had to start doing the Goodfellas, covering it up?
Just
and they just find
frozen carbone. Frozen carbone hanging up in the meat truck.
Just kill you. Just
nice like,
ice pick.
Anthony knows about this. Maybe you told him.
Why would you tell me that?
That's what I was pissed that they told me. I'm like, I don't want to know. Yeah, they got caught.
Thank God, because I'm saying this conversation now is implicating.
Nah, it's statute of limitations. It was a long time ago.
And they didn't give you any pressure to jump in? This sounds like, I like this 1950s Stand By Me crime.
Yeah.
You're in or you out? What are you, chicken, Anthony?
Yeah. No, I wanted no part of it. I don't know why they told me. But they told me everything, what they were going to do. We're taking the parts. I hate that mother F. I'm going to take his car.
And when you said no, they were just like, okay.
They didn't even ask me to get involved.
They were just
telling me, like, hey, guess what we're doing tonight? Like, oh, what, hanging out? You going, drink some whiskey or something in the woods? What are you doing? Oh, no, we're going to steal a car and burn it. Hey, thanks. I got to sit here shaking, thinking the cops are going to knock on the door, and then I got to try to look like I don't know. Like, I was expecting the cops to come to the door, and then me going like, I don't know anything. I'd try to seem like I didn't know anything, but I did know anything, and then I'd be screwed.
Is that because of the code of not snitching, or you just didn't want to be involved? Like,
didn't want to be involved, and if I knew something, I didn't know if I could be implicated as having pre-knowledge.
Would you have done time? Would you have snitched if you had to?
If I would have had to go,
if they said you've been implicated.
Your buddy Anthony's down there singing like a pigeon.
I was like, hey, I didn't ask to be told.
What could your mother do? You love your mom.
Yeah.
What is the most your mother can do, and you won't snitch on her?
Yeah, I'm probably in the same boat as you. I wouldn't. I'd just turn my head and make believe nothing happened.
No matter how violent and horrible.
Sink into a bottle of something and not talk about it. Push it to the back of my head like it never happened.
Would you do time for your moms?
Boy, that's a tough one.
No.
No way.
She's 69 years old, She's had a great life.
Exactly. She's not going to get brutally raped in jail.
Exactly.
See my ass, Mom?
Some girl prison. Mom, she'll be dead in 6 years. Don't worry about that.
You'd go to prison for your mom?
No.
Okay. All right.
I wouldn't sit in a prison, but boy, no.
No.
I'm not going to prison
I wouldn't
for my mother, no.
even visit my mother in prison.
I mean, but if I wouldn't either, because if I visit my mom, she's just sitting there frail in prison. I'd just be like, "Whoa, man, I feel hurt. I try to break her out."
Oh, yeah?
But because you can't get that much time for
you can break anyone out.
Sure you can.
Man,
especially your mom. Like, you need someone who's kind of nimble.
Here's the plan, see?
You tie a big bomb with like a little string on it outside the prison wall, circle bomb.
Round
5 versus 5.
Tie a stagecoach to the bars of the window.
Oh, I say, Mom, listen. All right, I need you to go and first get some plaster. Make a plaster head of yourself. I need you to get a raincoat, and I need you to go get the England sisters, and I need y'all to tie some stuff together.
Get a job in the barber shop.
Yeah.
No, the greatest breakout is Lex Luthor in Superman, where he makes the hologram.
A hologram of himself on his chest.
Yeah, it just looks over.
Hey, Luther, I said lights out. Hey, Patrice's mom, I said lights out.
That is a good one.
I think I would not do time for my mom.
Yeah.
I would definitely if I was in a room and they were putting the bright light in my face and I'm sweating, did your mother blow up a school bus?
Yeah.
I don't know. No, I don't know anything about it. No, she didn't. I probably would risk going to jail because I didn't snitch.
You know what?
But I wouldn't go to jail for a crime my mother
If you're
committed.
up to that point where you're in an interrogation room, you're folding. Yeah, but I've watched more of those shows. They get these hardcore they get them in these interrogation rooms. I mean, tatted up, pipe-hitting brothers in there, murdering sons of bitches. And before, like, they were in there for 8 hours sometimes, 10 hours. And at the end, the guy's like,
deprived.
I didn't mean to kill the man. I didn't mean to kill the man. Crying their eyes out.
But that's NYPD, not in real life.
No, real life.
No, you ever see these dudes and they go 35 years to life, and the dude just pops his collar and says, "Give me,
there's some of those.
Give me that tea right there. Let me go do this time."
You know what it is? The smart guys are the ones that lawyer right up. They go, want a lawyer. You never see him the rest of the show. These other guys are blabbing, and you see these hardcore mothers, after 8-10 hours of interrogation, they're crying, going, the gun went off, I didn't mean to shoot him. And then the guy gets up, walks out, and just goes,
but
yeah,
you know what?
him.
You ever been really tired?
You're crying.
If you're really tired, you'll say you did something just so you can sleep.
Yeah, that's how they get these guys.
It's wrong.
I'll tell you, the best case of not taking time badly, I think he was the leader of the Latin Kings, one of those guys.
Oh, yeah.
When he got convicted, something happened in court. He stood up in court and urinated on the floor. In court.
That's awesome.
That's a guy who really made a statement to the judge.
Yeah. That's awesome.
That is the best thing I ever heard in my life. I think that's what it was.
Now that's hardcore.
Yeah.